Okay, so this is going to be our first class, and so before we start learning any technology, first, okay, we need to understand, okay, what made people to think about this new technology. You got my point? What made people to think about new technology? Okay, see, suppose, okay, there is a new technology in the market. What does it mean? So there are some problems with existing technology. That is the reason, okay, people are expecting new technology in the market. Correct or not, guys? Guys, let it be interactive. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, because, okay, if it is classroom, yes, okay, we can directly talk. At least, okay, here, okay, we can talk. Okay, so you can unmute and you can talk to me, and, okay, if you have any questions, you can stop me and ask there itself actually. Okay, so first of all, okay, let us understand. Okay, so let us understand what are the issues with the existing technologies. What are the issues with the existing technologies? Okay, if you understand what are the issues with the existing technologies, you can easily understand, okay, or, okay, you can easily connect to the new technology. Understand? Okay, instead of directly starting with new technology, let's understand issues. Okay, okay. For any technology to start with, actually, okay, if you see any technology in the market, okay, so it will have, okay, first thing, storage, second, processing. Okay, so either the technology is designed to store something or to process something. Okay, you just think, okay, any technology, either it stores the data or it processes the data. You got my point? It processes the data. So apart from this, okay, do you have any other technology without I mean, okay, it is not doing any storing, okay, storage, okay, it is not doing any processing. Do you have any technologies like that? Hmm?
No,
Forget
sir.
about, okay, so the technologies like, okay, programming languages. Okay, so they are like creators actually. Okay, so maybe creators, okay, even, okay, we can tie them under processing part. Actually, we can tie them under processing part. But however, okay, so any technology you see, either it takes care of the storage part, or it takes care of processing part, or it takes care of both also. You got my point? Okay, so why I'm saying, okay, let us take, okay, RDBMS. Okay, let's say Oracle database. Oracle database. Okay, so what it does, what Oracle database can do? Hmm? Can it store data into a table? So you're loading a data into Oracle database. What does it mean? It is storing the data into its tables, actually, its tables and databases. Correct or not? So it has storage. Okay, and does it have processing also? Does Oracle database have processing also? What do you mean of processing? Can I run query? Yes, I can run queries actually. Guys, okay, please be interactive. Okay, so I can run some queries also. It means, okay, a database is kind of a system where you can store the data inside the database and you can process the data also. It means, okay, you can load the data into table and you can run queries on top of the table also. Okay, so this is Oracle database. Okay, let us take some other technologies. Okay, so maybe, okay, the commonly known technology, Informatica. Okay, what is this Informatica? Informatica is a kind of a ETL tool. So what it does, so can you store any data inside Informatica? Or, okay, Informatica is a kind of a middleware system, okay, which get the data from a small database and put it into warehouse.
Yes.
Okay, Informatica is not a data store actually. Okay, it is kind of a system, okay, where you have, okay, DB1 here, okay, DB1, DB2, small, okay, DBs actually, database 2. Okay, and, okay, Informatica will come in between. Okay, Informatica, so it will put into data warehouse. Okay, so it means, okay, here Informatica is getting the data from these two places and putting into a warehouse. This is what, okay, it is doing. Okay, but is it storing any data here? Informatica is not a system to store the data. Informatica is a system to design to process the data. Process means, okay, it may be getting the data from here and putting it here. Okay, this is what Informatica. Okay, so now, okay, so let us take some other technology, Cognos. Okay, RMSBI. Okay, RK, SAP BO, business objects. Okay, what are these technologies? These are kind of a reporting tools. Okay, so what these reporting tools will do? So these reporting tools will take the data from warehouse. Okay, and generate reports actually. Okay, generate reports. Okay, so this will generate some kind of reports. Okay, so this is what okay, Cognos or MSBI will do. Okay, but now, okay, DB. Okay, if you see DB, what are the capabilities it has? It has storage. Okay, and it has processing also. Okay, but when it comes to Informatica, it is just a designed for processing. Okay, when it comes to warehouse, storage, and it has processing also. Okay, so now when it comes to Cognos, what it has, it doesn't have any storage. Okay, it is just processing. Yes or no? Okay, see
Yes.
here, okay, if you see databases, okay, so there are few databases, okay, there are databases who has storage and processing capabilities. So but there are some tools, okay, where they are designed only to do processing. Okay, there are some tools, okay, this is only storage, right? Okay, this is also processing actually. Okay, it doesn't have any storage. Cognos, okay, is not doesn't store anything actually. Cognos will get the read the data from warehouse and display and generate the reports. Okay, so and okay, suppose, okay, if you have any kind of what I can say, if you have any kind of hard disk, arc storage, okay, SAN, okay, or NAS. Okay, what are these actually? So these are kind of a storages. Okay, storage. Okay, they will not be having any kind of processing capabilities. Okay, let us take your hard disk. Is it a storage system or processing system? Hard disk.
Storage system.
It's just a storage actually. Okay, it will not do any processing without using some other technology. Okay, so it is just to store the data. If you have only external hard disk, what you can do with that? Apart from storing the data, you cannot do anything actually. Okay, so it is like this actually. So any technology will have, okay, or may have storage or processing or both also. Okay, so now Hadoop is a technology. So because, okay, so this is going to be Hadoop class, right? Okay, Hadoop is again a technology, okay, which is designed to do both. Okay, which is designed to handle both storage and processing. Okay, storage and processing. Okay, now the question is that, okay, so why people thought about Hadoop? Okay, we already have some SAN, NAS, okay, Oracle databases, all those things actually. Okay, so why they thought about new technology? Okay, see, they thought about new technology means, okay, maybe some issues with the existing technology. Yes or no? Okay, that is the reason they thought about new technology. Okay, so now let us understand, okay, what are the things they thought actually. Okay, or okay, what are the things which made them to think about new technology? Okay, okay, so let me put all these things here actually. Okay. So this is what, okay, here, okay, so you have DB. Okay, so Informatica is a kind of a tool which will get the data from databases and put it into warehouse. Okay, so from warehouse, okay, these Cognos, MSBI, SAP, BO, these reporting tools will connect to warehouse and generate the read the data from warehouse and generate the reports. Okay, so if you see DB, it has storage and it has processing capabilities. Okay, so if you see this one, Informatica, it is just a processing system. Again, okay, when it comes to warehouse, it is a storage and processing. It is just a processing system. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, apart from this one, okay, so we have, okay, SAN, SAN, okay, NAS, okay, in any kind of storages actually. Okay, so hard disk or SAN or NAS. Okay, so again, okay, these are kind of a technologies where, okay, we use them only for storing the data storage. Okay, so now when it comes to Hadoop is a technology which is designed for storing and processing. Okay, storage and processing. Okay, so now Hadoop is designed because, okay, there are some issues, okay, maybe with the DBs or maybe with the existing storage systems and all. Okay, so now let us understand, okay, so what is the architecture of these hard disk? Okay, so why it is creating a problem? Okay, or okay, why it is a problem, okay, with the industry, in the industry. Okay, so let us understand that. Okay, so first, okay, let us start with hard disk. Okay, so what is hard disk, guys? What is hard disk?
Stores the data.
So okay, hard disk is the one, okay, so which will store the data. Okay, correct. Okay, so the data can be anything. Okay, that can be videos, audios, okay, or okay, maybe pictures, or maybe your softwares. Okay, anything, okay, you give, okay, it can store the data into its storage. Okay, but have you ever thought that, okay, how this hard disk will store the data? Hmm? Have you ever thought, guys?
No, no, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Okay, so fine. Okay, you have not ever thought of how hard disk stores the data. First thing. Okay, second thing. Okay, so now, okay, let's say I purchase new hard disk. Can I use this hard disk without formatting?
No, sir. You should be the device the format.
So you should
Technology.
format the format hard disk before, okay, before we start using it actually. Okay, so usually, okay, if you buy hard disk, okay, from, I mean, maybe if you buy any hard disk, okay, usually nowadays, okay, formatted it is formatted, okay, by default actually it is formatted and comes to you. That is the reason, as soon as, okay, you get a new hard disk and connect to your laptop, it works actually. Okay, but let's say, okay, so I have a hard disk which is not pre-formatted. Okay, can I use that hard disk? Can I use the hard disk which is not formatted?
No, sir.
Why
Because
can't you use?
because it's raw path. It's raw path.
So okay, so let us take this scenario, guys. Okay, let's say this is my hard disk. This is my hard disk. Okay, this is my hard disk. Okay, initially it is a Oracle. Let us do one thing. Okay, initially this is my hard disk. Okay, when I say hard disk, what is hard disk, guys? It's a magnetic tape. You agree with me? Huh?
Yes, sir.
It is a magnetic tape. Okay, so it means, okay, this is my total hard disk. Okay, so now when I purchase the new hard disk, it is completely empty, completely a magnetic tape. Or it can be any disk, okay, you take, guys. Feel that way, even SSD, anything, okay, you take. Okay, initially it is completely a empty hard disk. Okay, so now, okay, now, as I mean, if you want to use this one, first what you need to do, you need to format the hard disk. Okay, format hard disk. Okay, so what do you mean of formatting the hard disk? Why format is required? So can't I use this hard disk without formatting?
No, sir. I can't use.
Why?
Because it's a raw disk actually. So we need to
So what?
lock
Okay,
it.
it is a raw disk. Okay, so what? Can't I store data into raw disk? Okay, suppose if you format, okay, what it will become? Will it become
Uh,
anything?
it will convert to block device disk.
Sorry.
It will convert to block device disk, which is the writable access.
Block device. What is this block device disk?
Block
Guys, okay,
device
so here so there are so many people, but only 1 or 2 people talking. You can talk. Okay. So let it be interactive session. If it is interactive session, guys, okay, so you will be involved in the class. If you involve in the class, it makes you okay easy to understand. Okay, and even if it makes me also happy. Actually, guys are involving in the class. Okay, so fine. Okay, so now it is a raw disk. Okay, nothing is there on top of this one. Okay, so now if I format this disk, what will happen? Okay, first of all, what is format? Format is kind of a algorithm.
To label
Okay.
the disk.
Yeah, so if you see this one, okay, so let's say I want to format any of the hard disk. Okay, let's say this is my okay, this is my computer. So now this is my hard disk. Let's say right click on this one. Okay, when I click on format, okay, so now it is asking me, okay, so which format you want, NTFS, or in some systems, okay, you may be having FAT32, correct or not? Okay,
Yes.
NTFS FAT32, okay, allocation unit size 4096. Okay, have you ever thought what are these actually?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay, yeah, okay, so okay, not a problem. Okay, so we'll understand what all those things actually. Okay, so format is algorithm. Okay, so you're applying an algorithm on the raw disk. Actually, this is a raw hard disk now. So now you're formatting this hard disk means, okay, maybe applying an algorithm. What is that algorithm? It may be NTFS or FAT32. Okay, so these are the commonly used algorithms. Okay, commonly used algorithms in Windows actually. Okay, so now, okay, let's say you're applying this algorithm. Okay, while applying the algorithm, okay, we need to tell the allocation unit size. Okay, what is this allocation unit size? You understand what is this allocation unit size? So there is something called, right, allocation unit size. What is this allocation unit size here?
it will
4096 bytes. Okay,
After
it will
configuration.
create the blocks.
okay, so it means, okay, 4096 bytes means 4 KB. Okay, allocation unit size is 4 KB. Okay, so now, okay, you are applying NTFS algorithm on top of your raw hard disk. Okay, and you selected the allocation unit size as 4 KB. Okay, so then when you apply this algorithm, what will happen? Okay, so your hard disk will be divided into 4 KB pieces actually. Understand? Okay, your hard disk will be divided into 4 KB pieces. Okay, this is 4 KB, 4 KB, 4 KB. Okay, like this. Okay, entire hard disk will be divided into 4 KB pieces. You see, guys, now this is my entire hard disk, okay, which is divided into 4 KB blocks actually. Okay, so this is the hard disk. Okay, my entire hard disk is divided into 4 KB blocks. Okay, so now, okay, now the disk is ready to use. Ready to use. Understand, guys? Okay, now the question is that, okay, so let's say, okay, this is my hard disk. I'm writing some data. Okay, so let's say I have sample.txt. This is the file which is of 20 KB. I'm writing this file into this hard disk. Okay, this is the file. Okay, so let's say I'm putting this file here. So what is the file size here, guys? 20 KB. Okay, I'm writing this 20 KB file into this hard disk. What will happen?
Will store.
This is my hard disk. Okay, my hard disk is in the form of pieces. Correct or not? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
4 KB blocks. Okay, each one is called as block. Okay, so now I'm writing sample.txt. Okay, so which is of 20 KB size. What will happen, or how this file will be written on top of your hard disk? Can somebody tell me? Where it will,
5
where
blocks will be
it will be
allocated
written?
4 KB blocks and it gets stored.
Okay, so it means, okay, here whatever data you write on top of your hard disk, your data will be divided into 4 KB blocks. Okay, so now how many 4 KB blocks I'll get here?
5.
So it means, okay, so 5 blocks. Okay, it means, okay, your data will be divided into into 4 KB pieces actually. How many pieces I will get?
5 pieces.
5 pieces actually. Okay, 5 pieces. Okay, 5 pieces. Okay, so when you write your data, it will be divided into 5. Okay, 4 KB of size. Okay, 4 KB of size into 5 pieces. Okay, you got 5 pieces of size what? 4 KB. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now these 5 pieces will be written into this one. Okay, so now what I will do actually, so instead of this one, okay, instead of 4 KB, I'll put, okay, so for each 4 KB block, I'll put a number. Okay, so I'll put a number. Okay, so B1, B2. A15. B 31, 31. So okay, then B 46, 46. Correct. No, it is not coming properly.
Yes, sir.
45, 46, 60, B 61, B 76, B 91. Okay, B 106.
Venkat, screen is unshared.
No, screen is shared, right?
No,
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir, we can see the screen.
It is
Yeah,
working,
we
right?
can able to
see.
Yeah. I'll write till 300, guys. Okay. B 226. Okay. This is my hard disk now. Will you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my hard disk. Okay. So my hard disk is divided into 4 KB pieces, and each piece, okay, is written, okay, or is given with a name B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Okay. This is the name of the block. Okay. But okay, is there anything written inside this one? Is there anything written inside this one?
No.
Nothing. This is
Nothing.
empty. So guys, okay, think like this. Each one is a box number. But is there inside anything inside the box?
No.
No, it is
Nothing, nothing. It is empty as of now, empty. Okay. So now, okay, you are writing sample.txt file, okay, into this hard disk. So what will happen? It will be divided into 5 pieces, and okay, it will be written into this hard disk. Okay. So now maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now these are full. You will agree with me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, these are written with, okay, so I'll put green color here. Okay, so first 5 pieces are used to store the sample.txt. Understand?
Mm.
So now somebody else is writing another file. Okay, sample, okay, 1.txt. Okay, this is maybe this is sample 1.txt. So somebody is writing, okay, sample 2.txt. How this will go? Again, okay, the size of the sample 2.txt is again, okay, so 16 RK 30 KB, RK 32 KB. So what will happen? No, I'll take only 12 KB. So what will happen? Again, how many
It will
pieces it
take-
will be divided into?
3 blocks.
3 blocks.
Okay, so it is of, okay, how many pieces? Okay, how many pieces it will be divided into?
3
3
pieces.
pieces. And okay, 3 pieces will be stored in a,
Solid.
okay, so different color I'm giving actually. Okay, so B6, B7, B8. Okay, now somebody else is storing, okay, so B sample 3.txt. Again, okay, this is of, okay, 14 KB. Now tell me, how many pieces it will be divided into?
4 pieces.
4 pieces.
So it will be divided into 4 pieces. Okay, so 4 KB into 4 pieces. But okay, so it is only 14 KB, right?
Correct.
But it has been divided into 4 KB blocks. No?
Okay.
That's fine.
See, 4 pieces it will be divided into. Okay, but okay, the last piece will have only 2 KB. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct, correct.
Correct or not? Okay, so it means, okay, it use, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe different color I'm giving. Okay, but okay, if you see B12, okay, B12 is completely filled or only partially filled?
Partially filled.
Because okay, this is 4 KB, 4 KB, 4 KB. It means, okay, total 12 KB is done. Okay, so what is left out here? Left out is only 2 KB.
2
Correct?
KB.
So it means inside B12 you have only 2 KB data. Okay, so now 2 KB free space is there. Can I use that 2 KB free space for some other file?
Yeah.
Now, okay, let's say somebody is writing sample 4.txt. Okay, sample 4.txt, which is of only 2 KB. Okay, so now how many pieces it will be divided into?
One.
One
One.
piece. Okay, now see here, 2 KB is free, right? Can I use this 2 KB here?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
No.
Yes, yes.
I think no.
No.
Okay, okay.
Well, the data is different compared to the previous
Sorry?
one. Previous one data is written for something different, text file, different name. The fourth one is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll give you one example. Okay, I'll give you one example. Let's say usually, okay, so you take your mobile. Okay, you are storing a number. So let's say Venkata. Okay, usually what is the mobile number size?
10 digits.
10 digits. Okay, so
10
934270700. Okay, this is the number 10 digits actually. Okay, so you store this number. Okay, so now in the second one, okay, you're storing police.
3 digits.
100. 3 digits.
100.
Okay, 100. Okay, so how many digits you are using?
3 digits.
3.
You're using only 3 digits, right? Are you using 3 digits or okay, full 10?
3 only.
Only 3 only. Okay, so now, okay, so you are storing railway also. What is railway? Usually 139 is railway, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now, since I have free space here, can I put this 139 here?
No, I can't put it.
Done.
You have 7 digits free, right? Here?
Yes.
Okay. Why can't I put okay 139 here itself actually?
Because that concept, that the volume is different, this volume is different.
Okay, so it means okay, this contact is different, this contact is different.
Correct, correct.
Okay, so it means okay. See now, okay, it is designed to use, okay, your phone number is designed to use, okay, 10 digits. Okay, suppose okay, it is your requirement to put 10 digits. If you are unable to fit 10 digits, okay, the remaining will be simply wasted.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Suppose, okay, if you try to save this one, then what you need to do? Okay, so railway also you need to put 139 here. Then, okay, if you call this number, what will happen? It will neither reach police or neither reach railway inquiry. Correct or not?
Correct.
Okay, so we cannot. Okay, it means, okay, when there are two different entries, you cannot put them or you cannot merge them into single place.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the reason here. Okay, this is only, okay, this is 4 KB, 4 KB, 4 KB. This is, okay, 2 KB only. The remaining 2 KB is waste. Okay, so now when you are putting sample2.txt or sample4.txt, again that will go like a different color. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so now that will take again separate block. It will not be stored inside this one. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so B13 is the separate one now. Okay, so this is, okay, now again in B13, okay, don't you think, okay, it is some waste of space?
Yes.
Huh?
2
So
KB
let's say it is only 1 KB. Okay, so then 3 KB is waste here.
is waste.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
3 KB is waste. Okay, so like this, okay, your data is getting stored. You understood? Okay, I hope you understood, okay, how the data is getting stored into hard disk.
Yes.
Yes,
Correct?
Sir.
Correct or not? Okay, so now the question is that, okay, so now my data is divided into different pieces, okay, and stored into different block numbers on okay,
Hard disk.
different block numbers on a hard disk. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
now I want to retrieve the data. I want to read the data. Now, okay,
Okay.
all this time, okay, I have written the data. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now I want to read the data. How can I read the data? How can I read the data?
From the folder, we can open the files.
Okay, so fine. Okay, now, okay, let's say, okay, so now this is the file. Okay, let's say this is there. Okay, here I'm just double clicking on this one. Okay, double clicking on this one. Okay, so what will happen when I double click on this one? It has to read from here, right?
Yes, sir. The content will open. What we
Okay,
written.
so now, okay, it has to read from the hard disk. Okay, now who will, first of all, okay, who will write this data into pieces, guys? Now I said that, okay, so usually what you will do to write, what command you will use to write a file here? Maybe Control V, you will use Control C, Control V. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so use just Control C and, okay, Control V. Okay, now file is created. Okay, when you do Control V, is it okay? Control plus V. Okay, if you're what is it? Control V.
Yes.
It is an, okay, a writing algorithm. Okay, so we are understanding this is like a paste command actually. Okay, but actually in the backend, what exactly it is doing? What exactly it is doing?
To copy from the source and destination.
So it is invoking a writing algorithm, guys. Okay, see all these. I mean, say control C, Control V. These things. Okay, paste program, copy program. These things will be explained by even, okay, kids also nowadays. Okay, we are all technology people. Okay, we should understand the background. We are not the users of a technology. We are the, I mean, if you are just a user, okay, then you cannot learn. Okay, you should understand. Okay, while using, you should understand how it is working in the background. Okay, so now when you say Control V, okay, it is invoking. You are invoking writing algorithm. Understand? Okay, so this writing algorithm will copy the data, okay, from your source to destination. Okay, so who is cutting the data into pieces now? So now, are you giving, okay, 20 KB single file, or, okay, you only dividing into pieces?
We are giving
Huh?
We are giving only 20.
So you are giving a full file.
Yeah.
Okay, you are not cutting the data into pieces. Then who is cutting the data into pieces?
Right.
This writing algorithm you are invoking, right? That writing algorithm is cutting your data into 4 KB pieces, and, okay, it is going to hard disk, and it is seeing, okay, where which what to say, okay, which blocks are empty here. Okay, all white blocks are empty. Okay, only colored blocks are used blocks. Okay, so which blocks are empty, and, okay, in those blocks, okay, it is writing actually. Okay, so end of the day, the invoking part is done by you. Okay, invoking means, okay, pressing Control V is your responsibility. Okay, when you press Control V in the back end, okay, so writing algorithm will start. Writing algorithm will take your whole file. Okay, so and this whole file will be divided into pieces. Okay, so writing algorithm only divide the data into 4 KB pieces. Okay, and write into empty blocks. Okay, that is the responsibility of writing algorithm. Okay, understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, so now this is Control V. Okay, so now double click on sample1.txt. What will happen, guys?
It will
When
open
you
a
double
file.
click on sample1.txt,
It will open
it will open a
file.
File.
it will open a file. Okay, so now, okay, let us see the content of this file also. Okay, so now, okay, sample.txt. Okay, so hello, how are you? So this is the 4 KB file. I'm just giving example. Okay, this is 4 KB file. Okay, or this is 20 KB file. This is the file. Hello, how are you? This is the file content. Okay, this is the content of this. Okay, hello, how are you? Okay, this sample2.txt. Okay, so this is first file. Okay, okay, so this is the content of each file, guys. This is the content of each file. Okay, hello, how are you is the file, is the data. Okay, so now how this data will be divided into pieces actually. Okay, maybe this is the full file. Sample.txt is a full file. Hello, how are you? So when you divide this into, okay, maybe, okay, HELLO, maybe, okay, this is how it is writing. Understand, guys? Okay, 5 pieces, right? Okay, so maybe see your data is getting written like this.
Okay.
Hello, how are you is getting written like this. You understand, guys?
No.
And this is the first file. Okay, so inside this one, inside this B6, what is there? That's what I'm trying to explain you. Okay, okay, so this maybe is, okay, so now this is the content of B6, B7, B8. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, understand, guys? Okay,
Yes, understood.
okay, so now this is the content of, okay, I AM. So this is the content of, this is the content of sample3.txt, and this is the content of, okay, sample4.txt. You are you clear? Okay, I'm clearly explaining that. Okay, what is there inside each block?
Yeah, understood.
So now if I merge all these things, okay, what you will get?
Content, full content. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? The full file you will get actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, are you dividing your file like this, giving, or you are giving directly sample1.txt?
Directly.
Sample one.
You are giving sample1.txt. Okay, in the background. Okay, so what this writing algorithm is doing? Writing algorithm is cutting your file into 4 KB pieces and writing like this.
Okay.
Okay, and second thing, okay, so it is the same case. Okay, for any file. Okay, you are writing sample2. Again, writing algorithm is taking care of this one. Sample3, writing algorithm is taking care of this one. Sample4, writing algorithm is taking care of this one. Okay, so fine. Okay, now you have successfully written all the files. Okay, there is no doubt at all. Okay, now the question is that, okay, how will you read the data? So if you want to read the content of the file, what you will do? You will double click on the file. Correct or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
double click on the file. When you double click on any file, okay, let us take this one. Okay, this is the file. Okay, if I want to read this file, okay, I'll double click on this one. Okay, then I can see my content. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now the question is that, okay, you are double clicking on this means what does it mean? You are invoking
Read algorithm.
Read the file.
a read algorithm. You're invoking read algorithm. Okay, so what read algorithm will do? What read algorithm will do?
It will merge in, like it will merge blocks and it will.
So it
open.
means, okay, read algorithm will read the sample1.txt blocks from here. Okay, it means, okay, it will read all these B1 to B5 blocks and it will merge into a single file. Okay, and give you, okay, hello, how are you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it will give hello, how are you? Yes or no? Or okay, is it giving, okay, HEL, okay, LO dot H?
No.
Is it giving like that, or okay, is it giving full merging and giving to you?
Yes.
So it is merging and giving it to you. Okay, so even, okay, here also while writing also you are giving a full file. It is cutting the data into pieces, writing into different blocks in the hard disk, and while reading also you are double clicking on the full file name. Okay, and okay, it is giving you full file. Okay, nowhere you are feeling like, okay, it is storing in the form of blocks. Okay, it is reading in the form of blocks. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, okay, now the question is that, okay, when you double click on the sample1.txt file, okay, sample1.txt, how this will understand, okay, only these are the blocks related to me. How it will understand? You are getting my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
How, see, there are many blocks here, right?
Yes, sir.
So the, okay, here, okay, if you see how many blocks are used, there are 13 used blocks are there. Okay, how this is understanding that, okay, so these are the blocks. These are, okay, only these 5 are the blocks, okay, for sample1.txt. Why not these 5? Huh? Or okay, why not these 5? How it is correctly reading its own blocks? That's what my question.
We are giving a file name, right?
Okay,
File
are you
name.
storing anywhere a file name here?
No.
It
No.
contains the pointer.
Mm.
It
Are you
contains
giving, okay, anywhere, okay, in the block numbers? Okay, see, these are the block numbers. Okay, so for each 4 KB piece, okay, there will be one block number assigned. Okay, who will assign this one? When you format your hard disk, okay, your format algorithm will allocate one block number for each empty block. Understand? So like this, okay, every 4 KB is having one empty block. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so empty block number actually. So B16 is a block number. Inside this one, nothing is there. Okay, here B1 is the block number, but inside this one, HEL is there. Got it?
Mm.
Okay, so now the question is that, okay, how your reading algorithm is correctly going and picking the correct blocks only for your file?
I think some header is there, like
Where?
header.
Huh?
Block header,
What is that block header?
or it contains the information about the file information.
File information. Okay, where is that block header? Okay, so forget about, okay, this one. Okay, you just, okay, think, okay, suppose, okay, if I give you a chance, okay, hey, some name, okay, I can pick some name, okay, maybe Naveen, okay, first name, okay, hey Naveen, can you go and, okay, read sample1.txt? Now what question you will ask me? Sir, okay, you're asking me to read sample1.txt, but okay, the sample1.txt is divided into pieces, okay, and written into different places. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so which are the blocks related to sample1.txt? You let me know. I will read those blocks. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so now when I have multiple files like this, okay, how will I remember, okay, which 4 are, okay, which 5 are for sample1, which 3 are for sample2, which 4 are for sample3, which one is for sample4? Correct or not? Difficult. Okay, so to avoid this kind of confusion, what in case if I do like this? Actually, every time I write a file, okay, so I'll maintain something like this. Okay, so the file name, okay, maybe file path, okay, owner, okay, timestamps, okay, owner, timestamps. Okay, then what else? Okay, maybe block numbers. Block numbers. Okay, so now I'm maintaining something like this actually. I'm maintaining a table like this actually. Here, okay, I'm maintaining this table. Okay, okay, this is fine. Okay, here. So what is the file name here?
Sample.txt.
Sample1.txt. This is the file name. Okay, what is the path? Let's say it is in D drive. Let's say D drive. Okay, owner. Okay, Venkata. Okay, timestamps when he created this file. Okay, maybe 419. Okay, and block numbers. Okay, so B1 to B5. Okay, if I write like this, will it be good? So for each file, okay, I'll write like this actually. Okay, sample2.txt. Okay, it is in E drive. Let's say E drive. Okay, owner. Okay, so maybe so B6 to B8.
B8.
Correct or not? Okay, sample3.txt. Okay, so maybe again it is in E drive. Okay, owner is okay. So Venu, let's say. Okay, so date is this one. Okay, so B9 to
B21.
B12. Okay, so now sample4.txt. Okay, again E drive. Okay, Venu. Okay, this one. Okay, so for this, okay, only B13. Okay, so now if I maintain kind of a table like this, guys, huh? If I maintain kind of a table like this, okay, will it help me?
Yes, sir. It will
Yes.
you find out.
Huh? It will be easy for me right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for each file, okay, so I'm maintaining a table like this actually. Okay, so sample1.txt. Okay, I used B1 to B5 blocks. Sample2.txt. Okay, I used B6, B7, B8. Sample3, B9 to B12. Sample4, B13. If I have this kind of table, okay, if I have this kind of table, okay, it will be easy for me to read my data. Otherwise, okay, you will not understand, okay, which blocks are my file blocks. Correct or not? Correct or not, guys?
Correct.
Okay, so will it make sense now?
Yes.
Okay, so now, so when you double click on a file, what will happen first thing? It means your double click on a file means you're invoking a read algorithm. Okay, what this read algorithm will do? Will it directly go to disk or it will contact this table first?
Just go to contact
the table.
It will contact the table first. It will not directly. If reading algorithm directly goes to this table, it will not understand. Okay, so because there are so many used blocks. Okay, you need only 5 blocks, but okay, here 13 used blocks. So out of 13, which blocks are your blocks? Okay, writing algorithm doesn't know, or reading algorithm doesn't know. So that is the reason reading algorithm will contact this table first. Okay, and okay, so it will understand which file you are opening, sample1.txt. Now it will see sample1.txt. Yes. Okay, what are the block numbers? B1 to B5. Now it got which are the correct block numbers for you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now it will go to the disk and it will read B1 to B5 and it will merge into a single content and give it to you like hello, how are you?
Okay.
Correct?
That's good.
Okay, so now, okay, what is this table called?
Metadata.
Huh?
Metadata.
Metadata. Okay. So guys, okay, so here for sample.txt, there are two different things actually. Okay, so this is something and okay, this is something. Okay, what is this and what is this? What is this and what is this?
The second one is showing complete information. I mean, file output also.
This is okay, actual data, correct?
Correct.
This is actual data of my file. Yes or no? Hello, how are you is the actual
The
content.
actual data.
Actual data content. Okay, actual data or content, whatever you can say. Can I say this is actual data? Huh?
Yes,
But
sir.
what is this one? This is also something related to sample1.txt only, right?
It's a configuration information for the actual
Metadata.
configuration information of the actual data.
Okay. So this is okay, information about your
Actual data.
actual data. Will you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Information about your actual data. So what I can call this one? Can I call is like metadata?
Uh,
Huh?
No.
Yeah, we can call.
Yes.
We can call it, right? We can call it like a metadata. Okay. So this is hello, how are you is the actual data. Okay. And this is the metadata. Metadata for your file.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Got it, sir? Okay. Hello, how are is the your actual data. And this is the metadata for your file. Okay. Now the question is that, okay, so this is a table which maintains all the files metadata. Will you agree with me now?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
any file you write, any data you write into this hard disk, okay, any data you write into this hard disk. So that data, okay, the metadata about that data will be stored into this table. Correct or not? Metadata about this data. Okay, so it means, okay, you are storing sample4.txt. Okay, so sample4.txt is having a B3 block. That information is available here.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, in real life, okay, so have you seen, okay, data and metadata? This is the file. Okay, this is the file. Okay, so let us take this scenario. Okay, you take this file only. Okay, so when I double click on this one, what are you seeing here? Hello, how are you? What is this one? Is it actual data, metadata?
Actual data.
It is actual data. But how can I see metadata?
A configuration.
Double
Right.
click means, okay, double click is showing me actual data. Okay, how will I see metadata for this file?
Right click.
Properties.
Right click
Properties.
and click on properties. Okay, so this is metadata. Understood? Okay, so what is the name of the file? Okay, so what is the type of the file? Text file. Okay, what is the size of this file? Okay, when it is created. Okay, it is created on July 2nd. Okay, when it is modified, when it is accessed. Okay, then, okay, who is the owner of this one? Okay, so who is the owner of this one? Okay, what rights they have, whether they have read rights or execute rights or modify rights or full control. Okay, so any other information. Okay, who is the owner of this one? Okay, on which computer it is created. Okay, this is metadata. Correct or not? Will you agree with me?
Yes, definitely.
So this is metadata. So it means if you double click, you can see actual data. If you right click and click on properties, okay, it will show the metadata. Okay, so now the question is that, okay, so you are seeing, okay, right click and, okay, clicking on properties means, okay, this data is coming from where? From this table. Correct or not?
From this table. Yeah.
So whatever you are seeing in the right click and click on properties, whatever you are seeing in this, okay, all the tabs, okay, everything is coming from this table all the time. I gave only 5 columns here, but, okay, you will have so many columns actually. Okay, whatever information you are seeing in the properties tab, okay, every information is coming from this table. Okay, so now what is the name of this table? Okay, do you think this is very, very important or not required?
It's very important.
Huh?
Data structure is very important.
Important, no?
This is, okay, status. Okay, status of the file. Okay, active. Okay, so the status is active. Okay, so it means, okay, this table is very, very important. Okay, let's say if I lost this table, what will happen? If I lost this table, what will happen?
The data will be lost.
You will lose the data.
Data is lost.
It is here. Okay, your data is available in the blocks, but, okay, you don't know which blocks are related to which file. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We lost the
But
configuration information.
It means, okay, if you lost this one means, okay, almost you lost your data also.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, if you lost this sample, okay, this line, okay, then, okay, you will not understand, okay, out of these many 300 blocks, okay, which 5 blocks are related to your file, you cannot understand. See here, okay, I'm saying just 300, okay, but in real life, okay, so if it is 1 TB, how many blocks you will have? 1 TB hard disk. Just imagine 1 TB hard disk means, okay, so 1 TB into 4 blocks. Okay, KBs. Okay, so let us take, okay, TB to KB. Okay, so now 1 TB, these many kilobytes. 1 GB means how much it will? 1 GB.
102.
1024.
Okay, 1 MB. 1 MB means okay,
1000.
1000 KB. 1024 KB equal to, so okay. So 1024 KB equal to 1 MB, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay. So now this into 1024 equal to 1 GB, correct?
Yes.
This into 1024 is okay 1 TB.
1 TB.
Okay. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So this divided by 4 KB, right?
Yes.
So it means okay, you will have these many blocks. If it is 1 TB hard disk, your 1 TB hard disk will be divided into 268 crores 43 lakhs. Okay, no, okay,
It's 26 crores.
26 crores 84 lakhs 35,456 4 KB blocks. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 26 crores blocks we have. Okay, out of 26 crores or 27 crores blocks. Okay, your file blocks are only 5. Which 5 are those? Don't you think it is very difficult to find out?
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about just 1 TB. Just what in case okay, if I have okay some 100 TB storage.
It's not
Gone
possible.
case.
Yeah, gone.
Okay, so it means okay 100 TB means 2,600 crores. 2,600 crores blocks we have in that. Okay, finding okay our 5 blocks is not so easy. Okay, so that is the reason. If you lost this table, it means okay you lost your data. Very simple. Got it, guys? Okay, so now the question is that okay, what is the name of this table? The name of this table is
Yes,
file
yes.
allocation table. The name of this table is file allocation table. Okay, this is the name of this table. Okay, now have you ever heard of file allocation table, FAT?
No.
Huh?
No.
No, no. Okay, sir, we are using hard disk from where? From when? From how many years? Okay, we are using hard disk. From maybe from our college time, right?
Yes, sir. More than 10 minutes.
More than 10 years. Okay, so or more than 15 years also for some people. If it is for me, okay, it is almost okay 20 years.
Oh.
From 22 years, okay, I'm using hard disk, but I don't know what is there inside this. Okay, very bad, sir. Okay, we are using something without knowing anything. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that okay, the basic one, basic unit. Okay, I'm not talking about okay, very hard advanced thing actually. Hard disk is a basic one. 20 years back also hard disk there. Hard disk was there. Okay, fine. Okay, now the question is that okay, where is this file allocation table?
In the seed hard disk.
Where?
It's a hard.
Header of the hard disk. Where is headers are here? Where is header? Where is header?
FD
In
block will
MBR.
contain, I guess, the header. FD block will contain the header. I mean, 4 KB.
Every block,
disk
sir. Okay, block
space.
header is nothing but okay, this number, sir. Understand? Block header. What do you mean a block header? Nothing but your block number. So B1 is the block header here. B5 is the block header. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I am asking is okay, where this table is available? Inside hard disk only. Inside hard disk where? Inside hard disk you are seeing only blocks, right?
In primary
we-
super block.
Primary super blocks, sir. All these things are very new for me. I'm sorry. Okay. So okay, let me tell you. Okay. So this file
MBR.
allocation.
Master boot recorder.
Okay, I'll tell you, sir. Okay, so fine. Okay, but thanks for trying. Okay, thanks for your answers. But okay, let me explain. Okay, so this is the table usually. Okay, so this is the table where it will be available on top of your hard disk itself. Understand? On top of your hard disk itself. Okay, again where? Okay, usually the first 10% of your hard disk space is utilized for file allocation table. Okay, So it means, okay, so what I will do, copy, and here I'll put the only format where I can put format. Exactly, sir. Okay. So now this is the place I'm utilizing for. You understood, sir? Now,
Yes, sir.
usually the first 10% of the blocks. Okay, it means, okay, if I have 300, 10% means 30. Okay. So 10% of your storage will be allocated for this file allocation table. Understood? Will be
Yes.
allocated for this file. This is the reserved space. This is the reserved
Reserved.
space for this file allocation table. Okay. So in this reserved space, okay, your file allocation table will be available. But have you ever seen the file allocation table on your hard disk, guys?
No.
No.
But how are you believing me then? I'm telling you that, okay, file allocation table is there, but have you ever seen this table? Huh?
It's a battery
Storage,
box.
if
Huh?
it is
Huh?
yeah, suppose it's a 4 GB storage, then it is showing 3 point some GB, not the 4 GB. So I
Go into the
believe
markup.
Oh, okay. So you are saying that, okay, you have never seen this table. Okay, you have never seen this table. Okay, so now, okay, if this is the table, okay, now what is this one? Okay, now where sample1.txt, sample1.txt blocks are different right now. So B31, correct or not? B31 to B35. Okay, so B36 to B38, B39 to 42. Okay, B43 is the 43 is for, okay, this one. Okay, because, okay, see, earlier, okay, I started from this one, right? First block, but now I told that, okay, the file allocation table is a kind of a table which will be available, okay, on the disk. Okay, so it will occupy nearly, okay, so it means, okay, it will reserve whenever you format your hard disk. What it will do, it will divide your hard disk raw disk into 4 KB blocks, and it reserve a place of, okay, almost 10%. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, see, to be frank, okay, so physically you cannot see this one. You physically you cannot see this. Physically you cannot see what is here actually. Okay,
Hmm.
but okay, let's say you purchase 1 TB hard disk. When I say 1 TB, how much GB you should get, guys? 1 TB means how much GB? 1024 GB.
1024.
Okay, 1024 GB. Okay, 1024 GB you should see. But okay, will you see 1024 GB?
No.
900, 998.
Something, okay, 900, okay, 25 something, okay, or 924 or 930 GB, okay, you will see nearly. Yes, sir. When you format, correct or not?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes,
So
yes,
now
yes,
you are buying, okay, so you are buying a hard disk of, okay, size 1024 GB, but okay, if you right click on that hard disk and if you see, you are seeing only 930 GB. Okay, have you ever gone to your shop person and asked, okay, hey, I paid for 1024 GB and okay, you gave me only 930 GB. Have you ever asked?
no.
No, no. But you paid for 1024 GB, right? Or he charged you for 1024 GB, but he gave you only 930 GB.
Rest is
Okay.
only for configuration.
Okay. So what is that, okay, here? Okay, so this 930 GB, what is balanced now?
94
So
GB.
where this 94 GB is going?
It will already fill the
Huh?
For all the
This,
configurations.
okay, so this 934 GB, okay, is the one, okay, which is reserved for this table. You understood?
Yes.
Reserved. Okay, so this is the space. Okay, when you have, this is the total hard disk space. Hard disk space. Okay, total hard disk space. Okay, and this is the place, total place to store actual data. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
This is the total space, okay, reserved to store. You understood the difference, sir, now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, 930 if you buy, okay, so if you buy, okay, 1024 GB, you are able to see only 930 GB because, okay, that is the only space, okay, available for you to store your actual data. The remaining 94 GB of space, okay, it is utilized for, or it is reserved for metadata. It is reserved for metadata. Okay, but okay, see, okay, now this is reserved. Okay, I will do one thing here. Okay, okay, so this is my total hard disk. This is my total hard disk. Correct or not? So in the total hard disk, okay, I have some reserved space for metadata, but okay, initially, now the question is that, okay, initially is it filled? When my disk is empty, okay, what will happen?
It will not.
No, okay, when you have not stored anything inside your hard disk, okay, is there anything inside this one file allocation table?
Yes, sir. It will there.
What is there? It is a reserved empty space. It is a reserved empty space. Okay, it means, okay, you are not allowed to write anything here. You got my point? You're not allowed. Okay, so when you keep on storing the data, okay, when you keep on storing the data, so maybe, okay, when entries are increasing inside this one, obviously it will start filling this one also. Okay, so you fill, okay, 50% of the blocks. Okay, this also will be 50%. Got it, sir?
Yeah, got it, sir.
So okay, so whenever you are filling this one, automatically this will become full. Okay, when all your blocks are used, it means, okay, so this table is full. Correct or not? Okay, so this is how it works, guys. This is how it works. Okay, so you cannot see the see this space. Okay, if you right click on this one on your hard disk, okay, it will exclude this place, okay, space, and it will show only this space for you. Got my point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now if this is not there, what will happen? Okay, it means if this area is corrupted, okay, this area is not usable at all. You got my point? So even though you have blocks, okay, if this area is corrupted, means, okay, so now you cannot read anything. Out of 27 crores of blocks, okay, which blocks are related for your file? How will you understand? So you cannot understand. So that is the reason, okay, so you cannot do anything here actually. Okay, so any questions now? So now can I say that, okay, when you write a file into your hard disk, okay, your actual data is sitting inside the block numbers and your metadata is sitting here. Will you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay, your metadata is sitting here. Okay, in this here, in the reserved space, but your actual data is sitting here. Okay, so now whenever you try to read any file, whenever you try to read a file, whenever you invoke the writing algorithm, so whom it will contact first?
File allocation.
It will contact file allocation table. Inside this one, okay, it will check whether the file is existing or not. Okay, existing or not. Yes, it is existing. Okay, then it will take the block numbers from here, B31 to B35. Okay, it means B31 to B35. Okay, these are my file blocks. So whatever is here inside this one, this is the data of actual data of your sample1.txt. Correct?
Yes.
What is there here? Okay, it is the data of your sample2. Whatever is here inside this one, okay, it is sample3 data, and whatever is here inside this one, that is sample4.data, 4.txt file. Okay. Are you clear on this or not?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
You are clear. Okay. So now, okay, I am writing one more file. Okay. So one more file. I'm writing sample5.txt. Okay. But it is a big file. Okay. It is a big file which is taking from here. Okay. So It has taken these many blocks. There, it is possible, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a
It is
possible.
possible. Okay, when a file is big, okay, it is possible. Okay, so now, okay, let's say it has taken from B 44 to B
165.
165. Okay, clear now. Okay, now we are writing one more file, sample6.txt, again, which is of only
Right.
4K to
1K, 2 KB, na? 1K, last one is 1 KB. So this is okay, like, okay, so how many blocks it used? So how many? Count 120, 122, 122 into, okay, 4. 488 KB. Okay, so now I'm writing another file which is of again, okay, again 20 KB. What it will use now? Okay, correct or not? B 166 to B 170. 170. Okay, now I'm writing one more file. Okay, sample7.txt. So what will happen? Okay, which is of again, okay, a big file. Okay, clear? So now B171, okay, maybe I'll go till here. B171 to
255.
255. Okay. Okay, so B171 to B255. Okay, now I'm writing sample8.txt. Okay, again that is of, okay, 3 sample 8. Okay, so I'm not writing the numbers here. So here, okay, how much? B256 to B258. Okay, now, okay, one more file, okay, I'm writing. So like this, my disk will be keep on filling, right?
Yes.
B 259 to, sorry, B259 to B 293. Clear? Okay, so now, okay, so this is one more file, sample10.txt and sample11.txt. Okay, last file, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to write any more. Maybe sample10, sample11.txt. Okay, sample10 is, let's say again 3 blocks. This is again, okay, 4 blocks. Sample10 is, okay, again B294 to B296. So B297 to B300. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now my disk is completely full. It means, okay, so yes or no?
Yes, sir.
My disk is full means, okay, almost, okay. So now this metadata space also full.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, so now this is full means, okay, so this is also full almost, because okay, this is the content is increasing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when content is increasing, obviously this also will increase. Okay, so it means okay, my entire disk is full now. Okay, now the question is that can I store any data
No.
in this disk? No, you cannot store any data. Okay, let's say I'm deleting a file, guys. What is the file I'm deleting? Okay, I'm deleting a file of B166 sample6.txt. I'm deleting. Okay, then what will happen? Sample. Now these are empty blocks, correct or not?
Yeah.
Is there a rule that I should delete in order only when you're deleting a file? You can delete any file, whatever you want, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I deleted a sample 6.txt and I'm deleting sample 10 and okay, sample this one, sample 8.txt also I'll delete. Sample 8.txt I'm deleting. So it means okay, these 3 blocks are free now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These 3 blocks are free. Now, okay, I'm deleting sample 10.txt also. When I delete, okay, these 3 blocks also free now. Okay, now tell me, can I write some data here now?
Yeah.
Okay, in this case, okay, some free space is created here. Okay, so now can I write some data?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, how much data I can write?
Wait. 11 blocks.
11 blocks, okay, free. 5 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, total 11 blocks. 11 blocks means maximum. Okay, if I right click on the hard disk, what it will show? It will show 44 KB free space. Got it? Okay, now I'm writing, okay, a file. Okay, I'm writing sample 12.txt, which is of 44 KB. What will happen?
It won't take the request.
It will not take a, why?
It
44
will-
KB is it will, right? Okay, yeah, it has space, right? It has space or not?
11 into 4.
44 KB, it is there.
Yes, space is there. Yes.
Okay, it is there. Okay, it means okay, I can write sample 12.txt. Okay, the size is 44 KB. Okay, but how the block numbers will be written here? Are they continuous now?
No.
Huh?
No.
But okay, all this earlier, okay, everything you are writing, okay, if you see all these ones, okay, these are continuous blocks, correct or not? Okay, but okay, so since okay, your hard disk is almost full, you're not getting continuous blocks to write your data. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what are the blocks here actually? So it is like B166 to B170, 170, comma,
B256
B256.
B256 to B258.
B258, okay,
B294.
B294 to
B296.
B296. Yes or no? So
Yes.
this is how the data will be, metadata will be stored, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it like okay, one place or multiple places here now?
Multiple pages.
It is multiple places.
Multiple
Okay. Now multiple places means okay, is it in continuous blocks? If you see this one, if you see this file, B171 171 to B255 continuous blocks only. Yes or no?
Yes.
But okay, for this B 12th file, do you have the continuous blocks?
No.
So my okay, see, my total data is 44 KB. In this 44 KB, okay, when I divide this 44 KB into 4 KB blocks, okay, I got 11 blocks. In that 11 blocks, first 5 blocks I have written here, then next 3 blocks I have written here, next 3 blocks written here, because I don't have continuous space. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if your data is getting written like this, is there any problem?
No.
No problem, right? So reading and writing will work. Okay, but don't you think that okay, any extra time it will take in reading and writing?
We are specifying some
blocks.
It consumes more time while reading.
Okay, so here the first problem is the seek time. What is the seek time, guys? Have you ever heard this word seek time?
Yes.
Huh? Have you ever heard seek
Yes.
time?
Yes, it's a reading.
What is seek time, sir?
while retrieving the data.
How much time it is taking?
How much time it will take?
It is taking. Okay, so now, okay, do you think that okay, reading this file, okay, and reading this file will take same time? Reading sample 1 and reading sample 12 will take same time.
No.
So usually, okay, see, okay, if have you ever seen hard disk case? Okay, usually, okay, if you see hard disk, okay, how it will be? If I see images, hard disk images, okay. So now, okay, so this is, let's say this is the hard disk. What is this case? This is the one who will read your data from this place. Understand? This is the disk header. Understand? Somebody was telling, okay, from that time, okay, disk header and all, right? Okay, this is the disk header. Okay, so this is the one who will read the data. Okay, suppose, okay, now if this disk header want to read the data, okay, so first what it has to do, suppose, okay, if I want to read, okay, if I want to read sample, okay, sample 5.txt, okay, where it is starting? It is starting B44, it is ending at B165. Okay, so it will come here, from here continuously it will read the blocks, continuously it will read the blocks. Yes or no? So it means, okay, it will jump here. Okay, when somebody asks, okay, I want to read sample 5.txt, so your disk header will jump here, okay, B44. From here continuously it will read all the blocks. Okay, but when it comes to sample 12.txt, your disk header will jump here. It will read 5 blocks. From here again it will jump to next place. Okay, again read 3 blocks. From here it will jump here. Okay, again read 3. Okay, it means how many jumps it is doing? It is making first jump here. Okay, so from here, okay, then okay, from here to here it is jumping. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So again, okay, from here it is jumping to here. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay, you only think, guys. Okay, you only think. Okay, let's say, okay, you have 10 parcels. Okay, all 10 parcels are in single room. Okay, all these 10 parcels are 3 parcels are in one room, 3 parcels in one room, 3 parcels in 4 parcels one room. Okay, so collecting parcels, okay, which one will take time?
Different.
Suppose, okay, let's say, okay, say let us take this scenario. Okay, so let's say you have 10 parcels. Okay, 10 packets. Okay, packets, whatever, 10 parcels. Okay, so in 10 parcel means, okay, so all 10 parcels are, okay, let's say, okay, at one courier place only. Okay, you want to courier, okay, 10 parcels. Okay, okay, so now if you parcel everything from one place, if you courier everything from one place, will it take more time? Or, okay, if you courier three from one shop, okay, 3 in one shop, okay, 3 in one another courier shop, okay, 1 in other, which one will take more time?
4 parcels.
Okay,
Different
different places, okay, it will take more time because, okay, so you have to travel from one shop to other shop, you need to travel. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to travel from one place to other place actually. Okay, so that is the extra travel time which you are wasting. If you have one parcel courier shop, okay, where, okay, they will courier all the states books, then it will be easy for you. Okay, you will courier for all the states, but okay, you have 4, your couriers, okay, cannot be done in one place, but it has to do in multiple places means, okay, so your time will be wasted, okay, to go to each and every courier shop. Tamil Nadu different shop, okay, let's say Kerala different shop, Andhra different shop, Telangana different shop means, okay, so it will take more time to travel from one shop to other shop. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
so if your data is in a continuous blocks, okay, then it will be easy for you. It will be easy for you. Okay, if your data is in continuous place, okay, it will be easy for you to read the data, to write the data. Otherwise, okay, you will have to do a lot of jumps. Okay, so here your seek time is getting wasted because of these many jumps. Understand, sir? So this is the first drawback of your hard disk. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is the first drawback of your hard disk. Okay, what is the first drawback? The seek time is getting wasted. Okay, you need more seek time to retrieve the data if your data is not in continuous blocks. Okay, so okay, you might have observed, okay, if it is a new hard disk, it will be super duper faster. Okay, but okay, if you use this hard disk, okay, for 1 year, 2 years, after that it will become slow. Why? Because initially when
like
you purchase
CPU.
hard disk, okay, so it is continuously writing all the data initial days because it has so many empty blocks. Okay, it will continuously write all the blocks. Okay, maybe, but after 1 year, 2 year, okay, you will be deleting so many files again. You will be copying so many new files. Okay, so in that scenario, okay, at one fine stage, okay, it may not get the data in continuous blocks. That is the reason, okay, your hard disk will become slow. Got it? Okay, so now one of the disadvantage, okay, with the existing disk technology is, okay, seek time. Seek time is the big problem nowadays. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, you will be inserting lot of data daily. You will be deleting lot of existing data on daily basis. Okay, so it means, okay, your hard disk is not, okay, see, maybe, okay, our personal hard disk are like, if you put a copy a file today, okay, it will be there for next 1 year. But in real time, it means in office and all, it will not be the case. Okay, so new data will be coming, old data will be getting deleted. Okay, it will be keep on happening like that actually. Okay, in that case, getting continuous blocks, okay, to write a file, okay, is not at all possible. Okay, because of that one, your disk will become completely slow. Okay, your disk will become completely slow, and okay, at one time, okay, you will face issue like, okay, you will face performance issues while reading the data. Understand? Will you agree with me or no?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Okay, sir. Okay, somebody is talking of master boot record. Okay, MBR. What is that? Where is that MBR, sir? Where is that MBR? What is that MBR, first of all? What is that MBR? Okay, sir. Okay, any hard disk will have a starting point. Okay, for this hard disk, what is the starting point?
B31.
Huh?
B31 starting point.
B31 is the starting point, or B1 is the starting point?
B1 and B1s.
Okay, so this is the starting point, sir. Okay, so this is called MBR. You understood? Okay, what is MBR here? Huh?
B31.
B1.
So B1 is the, so usually, okay, when I say, okay, outer track first block is the first outer track first sector is called as master boot record. Okay, so master boot record is kind of an entry point for your hard disk, gate, main door for your hard disk. Okay, if MBR is corrupted, it means, okay, your disk entry point is closed. You cannot use that disk.
Okay,
understood? So your
Will
MBR
that be saved in disk or
sorry
anywhere?
sorry
Will the MBR will saved or
no. MBR is this one only, and it will be saved here only. If this is corrupted, gone case. Okay, okay, if fat is corrupted, okay, is there, okay, if fat is corrupted, is there any problem? Yes, you cannot read the data. Okay, at times, okay, you might be seeing this kind of issue, right? When you insert your pen drive or, okay, external hard disk, okay, it is corrupted, inaccessible. Okay, please format you if you want to use this one. Correct or not?
Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why those, I mean, those kind of messages you will see. It may be because of MBR corruption, or it may be because of file allocation table corruption. That is the reason your pen drives or hard disk are unable to accessible. Okay, accessible. Okay, and if you want to use those, okay, you have to format. When you format again, what will happen? It will create the MBR and, okay, file allocation table freshly. Got it?
yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us go to our class content actually. So this is the class content, guys. Okay, so let us see what we discussed today. Okay, so understanding a file system. Traditionally, actual data and metadata of a file will sit on the same hard disk. Yes or no? Traditionally, if you see hard disk, your
Yes,
metadata and, okay, actual data both will sit in the same hard disk. That is the reason, if you carry one hard disk, okay, your data will be there and your metadata will be there. Both will be there. Got it? So in your hard disk, okay, your data is there, metadata both are there, and you know clearly what is data and what is metadata. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello, how are you is the actual data, and, okay, this is metadata. Correct or not?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Okay, you know what is actual data and you know what is metadata also. Okay, actual data will be divided into 4 KB blocks. It will be written into this one, and okay, these blocks information will be maintained in the metadata table,
Metadata.
which is nothing but your file allocation table. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir? Okay. So the next thing is that okay, this is hard disk. Okay, and okay, in this one, okay, MBR. What is this MBR? MBR means master boot record. So when I say master boot record, okay, that's what I told, right? If this is the hard disk, outer track first sector is the 1. Okay, is the 1. Okay, so this is the 1. Okay, what is this one? This is the MBR, starting point of your hard disk actually. Okay, so then file allocation table. Okay, so can you see this one? See this something and dot till here. Can you see this one? This is the reserved space for your file allocation table. Okay, this is the MBR. This is the file allocation table. The remaining and all will be for your actual data. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it means okay, when you format your data, okay, it works in this way, guys. Okay. Okay. This is your hard disk, guys. Okay, when you purchase your hard disk, this is kind of a raw disk actually. Okay, so this is a magnetic tape. Okay, now when you format your hard disk, what it will do? First, okay, it will divide your hard disk into tracks. Okay, what are these called? These are called tracks. Okay, and then it will be divided into blocks. Okay, what is the block here? What is the block size here? The default block is 4 KB. The default blocks is 4 KB. Okay. And each block will be further divided to sector. Okay, each block will be further divided into some people, okay, shouting outside. Sorry, guys. Okay, so each block will be further divided into sectors actually. Okay, so forget about sectors. Okay, we don't play with sectors actually. So we play with the blocks only. Okay, so now this is how it works actually. Okay. This is the area which is reserved for your file allocation table. Initially, file allocation table will be empty. Okay, as and when you are writing a file, okay, let's say you are writing file1.txt. Okay, so it will use this. It will use these blocks. Understood? Okay, if you write new file, again it will use next blocks, and okay, whatever the blocks used for that file, okay, it will be written into this file allocation table. Understood? Understood, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, when you keep on writing the data, it will be keep on utilizing the blocks. Got it? Okay, so when you format your hard disk, first of all, okay, it will divide your hard disk into tracks, then blocks, then sectors, and it will reserve some space for your file allocation table. Okay, clear? So now, what is inode here? What is inode? You understood, okay, all these things, right? Inode means, okay, so each entry in the file allocation table is called as one inode. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Each entry in file allocation table is called as inode. Okay, guys, okay, these are all bit important. Okay, going forward, okay, we'll be using all these things actually. Okay, so now what is inode here? So how many inodes I have here in this table? Total 9 inodes I have. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inodes I have. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So each entry we in this file allocation table is called as each row. Okay, each row in this table is called as one inode. One inode. Okay. One inode. Okay, so you understood what is MBR, what is file allocation table, what is inode also. Okay. Now, okay, if you see the file writing process here, okay, so this is the MBR and this is the reserved space for file allocation table. After, okay, so your data will be continuously writing like this actually. Okay, when you have, okay, these are the empty blocks. Okay, when you have empty blocks, okay, then okay, your data will be written into these empty blocks. But the problem here is that, okay, when you don't have continuous blocks, then only the problems. what if my file is stored in non-continuous blocks? It means, okay, some blocks here, some blocks here, some blocks are empty. Okay. Then yeah, so it will take more time for the disk header to write the blocks, write the data. It will take more time to read the data also. Okay, this is one of the biggest drawback with the help of current storage systems, guys. You take any storage, okay guys, 1 second. Guys, can you hear me now? I closed the doors actually. Okay. So here, okay, the main drawback of the hard disk is, or any storage system, I'm not only talking about hard disk, guys. Okay, any storage system you have in the world, okay, the main drawback is seek time. Okay, when your data is not stored in continuous blocks, or when your data is stored in non-continuous blocks, okay, your performance is gone. Okay, understand?
Yes, yes.
And okay, in Windows, okay, so is there any way to write a call data in a continuous format? Yes, in Windows, okay, people will say that, okay, you do fragmentation, it will faster your disk. It will disk read and write capabilities, right? Have you ever heard, okay, defragmentation?
Yeah.
What is defragmentation?
It will remove the empty space from the blocks.
Empty space. What is defragmentation?
It will compress the data, no, Pankaj?
Compress the data?
Yeah.
Sir, very bad, sir. Okay. Okay. Defragmentation means, okay, when you run defragmentation, okay, what it will do, again, defragmentation is an algorithm, okay, which will identify any, okay, files which are stored in a non-continuous order. Sorry, in non-continuous, any file, okay, which is using non-continuous blocks. Okay, so here, okay, which file is using non-continuous blocks in this picture? Which file is using non-continuous blocks? Only sample 12. Okay, apart from that, remaining and all, it is, I mean, all the blocks are stored properly. Only sample 12 is the one, okay, which is using non-continuous blocks. Okay, so it will find out, okay, from the file allocation table, it will find out all the files which stored in non-continuous blocks, and okay, it will try to put them in a continuous blocks. Okay, but now can on this disk, okay, can I run the defragmentation? Huh?
No, as it is been full.
It is almost full. Okay, now you cannot run. If you want to run defragmentation, if you want to do defragmentation on the disk, okay, at least you should have 40% free space on the disk.
40%.
Yes. Without that, okay, you cannot do defragmentation. Understood? Understood, guys?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to have more space on the disk, then only it can do defragmentation. Defragmentation is a process of, okay, identifying non-continuously stored file and putting them into continuous blocks. To put them into continuous blocks, I need some free storage. Then only I can put them into continuous blocks. Correct? Correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's how it works. Okay. So here, okay, if you see, if my data is stored in non-continuous blocks, then okay, it will impact my file seek performance actually. Okay. So do you think, okay, any other disadvantages we have with the existing storage systems? Yes, okay, we do have some more disadvantages. Okay. So we will see all those things tomorrow. Okay. And the first day, right? Okay, I don't want to bore you, or I don't want to take more time on the first day. Okay. Guys, okay, so what do you think? Okay, do you think, okay, class is interesting, or okay, boring, or okay, learning new things?
Very
Learning
new things, right? Okay, hope, okay, you're learning new things for sure. Okay. So fine, guys. Okay, we'll stop it here. Okay, and guys, okay, if you feel okay, the class is good, okay, and okay, you can refer, okay, some of your friends or colleagues, you can tell them also. Okay. Anyhow, I'll be recording the classes, right? Okay, so I'll give you the recording session to them, maybe. Okay. And again, okay, you can attend tomorrow and day after tomorrow also. Okay, so continuously 3 days. Okay, or ask them to attend the next 2 classes if they miss any class today. If you have anybody who are interested and they miss the class, not a problem. I'll share the interview recording. Okay. So anybody, if you want to refer anybody now, okay, you can inform your friends, okay, when they can join from tomorrow. Okay. So ask them to see first 3 classes. If they are interested, okay, if they are fine with the classes, then only they can join. Otherwise, okay, no need to join. Okay, first 3 classes anyway, it is free. Okay, after 3 classes, you take a decision. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, clear, guys. Okay, we'll stop it here for today, and okay, see you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.
Today
Any
recording will be
questions?
sent, right? Recording will be sent, right?
I'll send, sir. But okay, first of all, okay, do you have, okay, I mean, there is a WhatsApp group, guys. Okay, do you all added to that WhatsApp group?
Yes.
No, no. Okay, whoever is not
No.
added, okay, please ping me. Okay, I'll add you. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Whoever is not added to the group, okay, please ping me. I'll add you to the group actually. Okay. I will put this link in that group actually every day after
Is
the
that
class.
V27?
V27, yes, sir. Hadoop admin batch V27. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, and okay, see you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.